What's going on, gentlemen? Today in this video, we're going to be understanding the emotional needs of women, how they're different than ours, and the mistakes that we're making in our relationships or before the relationships, just in general about understanding women. This is chapter 8 from the book. It's the book Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus. This video is part of a series. You'll find that playlist linked in the description below. So let's go ahead and get right into it. We're going to start right in the beginning. This is the problem that you may be having, which is you understand yourself somewhat. Women understand themselves. You are giving to women the kind of love that you want to receive, but that is not the same kind of love that women want to receive. And women are also doing the same thing to you. They're giving you the kind of love that they want to receive. So that's why we have different emotional needs, but the problem is we're giving each other what we want rather than what they need. So let's figure out what they need. They have there's 12 needs, right? Emotional needs, but 6 of them are the primary needs that women need first before the rest of the needs. The 6 primary needs are caring, understanding, respect, devotion, validation, and reassurance. These are the primary needs that need to be fulfilled for the woman first before she can really feel and accept the other needs, which are trust, acceptance, appreciation, admiration, approval, and encouragement. So the first part, what do we need to know about caring, right? That's the number one most important one. Well, this is the 6, obviously I'm saying is the first one in the list, caring. You need to show interest in her feelings and her well-being. When you ask questions that talk about her feelings, not just things that she did, but about her feelings, and let her express her feelings, she's gonna be able to trust you more and be more open to you. Here's Bella, this cat. She's very mean sometimes, but she's been more nice since, oh, whoa. I don't trust her when she looks at me. But speaking of trust, let's put it down before she gets mad. So these needs that men and women have are very unique because they go hand in hand. So when you start to care more about her feelings and let her express those feelings, she, on the other hand, she starts to trust. She starts to become more trusting and opening to you as a man. And what's crazy is that need of trust is one of your first primary needs as a man. The 6 primary needs of men are trust, acceptance, appreciation, admiration, approval, and encouragement. So you could see like caring and trust will go together. Understanding and acceptance will go together. Respect and appreciation, devotion and admiration, validation and approval, reassurance and encouragement. So these needs are going to go together. So what's really nice about a relationship is you're going to notice as the relationship develops, things are only going to get kind of better. I mean, sometimes they get worse, but I'm saying they work in harmony together as long as you maintain awareness and keep a clean and open mind, and you do not let intrusive and negative thoughts come in and take over. But that's why we're learning now. That's why we're learning these videos, so we can understand what things might happen, how they'll happen, and how we can fix them, how we can react to them. Let's get on to the second primary need, understanding. For a woman, this is a very big one. Like I said, it relates to her feelings. She needs to be able to feel understood and heard and listened to, which we've talked to in other videos in the previous videos in the series. As a man, it's very easy for us to give solutions to the problems that she's offering, and it makes her feel not understood. So we need to practice either with strangers, with ourselves, with whoever. Practice with someone, maybe anybody. Listen to them without judging. Listen to them with empathy. Make them feel understood. You can even use a technique from a negotiation book, which is mirroring, which works in all different kinds of situations. Repeat back the last few words that they say, and this will help them. This is like a cue to them, like, hey, I heard what you said. So if someone says, I went to the park the other day and I had a really good time. Oh, you went to the park? Yeah, I went to the park and this things happened and X, Y, Z. The point is, when you repeat back the last few bits or like a little like summary, I guess, of what they said, so like, oh, you went to the park, or oh, you had a good time, then it's allowing them to feel heard and then to move on. And that allows them to express more of their feelings. That's how you can show your caring and your understanding. And to listen without judgment is very important. Primary need number 3, appreciation. Appreciation is the third primary need for women. That is because women are going to be doing things for you first. They're going to do things without you even asking. So you might not even need that thing. You might have wanted that thing. They're gonna do it for you anyway. They want to be appreciated for that. They might get you a gift. They might reach out to you, see how you're doing. And remember, they might be trying to give the love that they want to you. So if you're both new to a relationship, especially for younger people or any people, if she's trying to listen to your feelings and give you advice, that means she really cares for you. That means she's trying to give you love that is not what the love you need, but she's trying to give you love. So be aware for that. Pay attention to this. Just when we understand the woman, and they don't have to be an emotional relationship expert, but if you become the relationship expert, you can see her signs and her cues and what she's doing. Then you can even explain it to her. You can even straight up tell her, hey, like at some point later in the relationship, you could be like, oh, I noticed you were doing this and that, which I've read, it means this and this. Is that true? And they're like, oh yeah, you know what? You're right. Or whatever. It could be anything. Primary need number 4, be devoted, is devotion. When you're devoted, you also show admiration. You make her feel appreciated. You make her feel like she's very special. When you do those things, she's gonna be coming back to you all the time because you make her feel special. Make her feel special, and that's devotion. Primary need number 5, validation. Validation to women is you give her the right to be upset or to feel sad, the right to however she feels. That doesn't mean she's right. It means you give her the authority. Like she's almost like coming to you saying, hey, I feel this way and this way about things that are happening, maybe at my job, maybe things that are happening in life, or maybe with my parents. And you say, it's okay to feel that way. You give her the right to, you make her feel reassured that it's okay to how she's feeling. Now, in the future, when you guys are in a relationship, or if you're already in a relationship, sometimes how she's feeling is gonna make you not feel good. That's gonna be when you guys have some relationship problems, and that's one of the hardest things, is to listen to a woman when her feelings make you not feel good. And that's the hardest time to listen. And we're gonna talk about that in another video, basically writing a love letter and how we can listen to our partner when it's hurtful. Primary need number 6 is reassurance. Women need constant reassurance. That level of constancy, basically, for your individual relationship, everyone's relationship is different. Not everyone is an exact formula. It is going to be different for everybody, and it could be quick, it could be long. But she will need reassurance. Just because you told her I love you once does not mean she knows that forever. She's going to need to know that you love her again and again, and next week, and the next day, and the next day, and the next day. She's gonna want to know every day that you love her, which shows that she's special, it shows that you're devoted, and it gives her reassurance. Those are the 6 primary needs that women have, and like I said, they tie into the men's primary needs, but we're not gonna be talking about the men's primary needs in this video. That's gonna be coming up in the next series. Or I might make a separate video for that. Let me know in the comments below if you wanna know how the 2 emotional needs work together. Now the last section of this video is the mistakes that men make and what we can do to avoid them. So I'm just gonna read you these mistakes. 1, he doesn't listen, he gets easily distracted, and he doesn't ask interesting or concerned questions. He takes her feelings literally and corrects her. He thinks she is asking for solutions, so he gives advice. He listens but then gets angry and blames her for upsetting him or for bringing him down. This is what I mentioned earlier. It's really hard to listen when her feelings that doesn't make you feel good. The next mistake, he minimizes the importance of her feelings and needs. He makes children or work more important. When she is upset, he explains why he is right and why she should not be upset. After listening, he says nothing or just walks away. These are the biggest mistakes that men make. So these are some of the mistakes. So those are the mistakes you should avoid. Here are the reasons why she doesn't feel loved. If you're wondering why your woman or the woman you're trying to attract does not feel loved, these are some of the reasons why. She feels unloved because he is not attentive or showing that he cares. Women need to show that you care. She feels unloved because he doesn't understand her. She feels unloved because he is not devoted to her and does not honor her as special. She feels unloved because he doesn't validate her feelings, but instead makes her feel wrong and unsupported. She feels insecure because she doesn't get the reassurance that she needs. One of the most important things that you can get from this video, we're gonna summarize the video now, is that we need to remember that women come from a different planet, they are not the same as our bros, so we need to interact with them differently. But as soon as you understand how they're different, you're going to be able to interact with them much easier and much more effectively. Here are some key principles we can take away from this video as well. So our anger stems from not understanding her perspective and then blaming her for this. And that feelings don't need to be logical. They just need to be validated, and you just need to give some empathy. And you don't have to agree to what she's saying to be a good listener. That's something, just because you can listen to something doesn't mean you agree. Also, you, as a key principle, you are not responsible for her feelings, but you are responsible for understanding how she feels. Some things will happen in a relationship where she'll be upset, and like I said, it's hard for you to listen because that upset has to do something with you, or you feel like you're responsible. And this is the hardest time to listen for men. It is your responsibility to understand how she feels. If she says, I don't like when you leave trash on the table, and you blow up when she says that, right? If you understood how she feels, just to make her feel understood that she doesn't like when you leave trash on the table, that's gonna help way more than actually picking up the trash. Because she just needs to feel understood, that you're actually listening to her, that you care for her, remember? So, very important. Last thing I'm gonna let you go with is this package. It's the ultimate gift you can give to women. If you can create the ultimate space for a woman to express herself non-judgmentally, that woman is gonna be yours, and she's gonna be with you all the time, because that's what women are looking for deep inside. They're looking for that safety and that safe space that she can be with. That'll wrap up this video. Take this gift with you, take the knowledge with you. Put some notes in the comment below if you've noticed these things have happened in your life and what you've learned. And let me know if there's any questions about some situations that you might have, and I'll go ahead and respond to them. I'm also inviting you now to join my Patreon, where you'll get like text posts and notes about the chapters. We're also gonna be putting other things like exclusive videos on there, and like you'll get notifications. There's also a nice app you can join. It's a free membership. You can join in the Patreon link below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video in chapter 9. Chapter 9 is how to avoid arguments. See you there.